Hello everyone, my name is Flavius and I'm back again for another video, a quick one today. Guess what? Another mechanic that the Gods Unchained team is rethinking, and I must say, I think I like it. So, they have announced today for testing, the same thing as Sleep 2.0, not long ago. They're going to be making changes to Armor mechanic, Armor 2.0. This reminds me of some people coming to my stream and saying how armor need to be changed before sleep when they were thinking about changing sleep. Well, guess what? If you want armor to be changed, I guess it's gonna happen. Not official, but I like the change and I think it does make sense because if you have played with the armor cards, you have noticed also with some recent changes, nerfs, that anything with more than one armor is often used and it becomes a problem. We had Guild Enforcer at Armor 2 was changed. We had Pangolin at Armor 2, it was changed. So basically, they had to be careful with anything with Armor 1, which kind of makes the mechanic very limited. So they are now introducing a change where with Armor 2.0, anytime an armored creature takes damage that reduces its health, will also lose one armor. So let's use Guild Enforcer as an example with 2 armor. So if you are able to deal 3 damage to Guild Enforcer, it will lose 1 armor. So next time he only has 1 armor. So I like that. It makes sense because of the concept of armor, shield. You probably played games where the shield gets broken, so it does make sense. Therefore allowing cards to have more than 1 armor. So with this change, that's currently on test. You can test for yourself on a public test realm if you have access. They're gonna change potentially 17 cards, and with it, armor as well. So let's go through some of the first changes. But before that, let's see what's their reasoning. Armor is extremely powerful. Anything more than 1 is very powerful, yes. And with these changes, they can allow more than 1 armor to exist without causing it to be a big problem, like we had with the Pangolin and Guild Enforcer. And so far, the early feedback seems to be good. So first change on this side, we have Smith's Hammer. So they're gonna change from 5 mana to 4 mana. I'm not a fan of this card. I mean, I don't see any space for this card in War. It doesn't even have Blitz, so it's very slow, very weak. Yeah, that's all I can say. Next one, Plate Pilferer. So cards that actually has mechanics around armor, they also get affected, so that will be interesting. I was thinking about the Architect, the one that you deal 1 damage to a structure cards. If he has armor, he doesn't take that damage. So as long as you don't deal more than 1, which he doesn't, then that's fine. Anyway, side note there. Plate Pilferer will be a 3 mana card. Fine, I guess. It won't break, so you will actually steal its armor. 3, 1, 5. I think this card will be even better. And it will take advantage of cards with higher armor, and it's another disgusting card for Deception. In a good way, if you like Deception, which I don't. Anyway, next one. Venerable Paladin. What's the change on this one? So you was to be a 3/2/2, armor 1, frontline. Afterlife, you will give all of these creatures armor to the weakest, to one of your weakest creatures. So what's the change now? It will be a 2/3, so more health. Again, to compensate the fact that the armor gets broken. I think we're going to see this throughout all the other cards. And now it will give this creature's armor to your strongest creatures. Okay, so it is somewhat of a buff. Next. Looting Squire. Okay, it'll be a 3/2, makes sense. Again, armor can be broken, so they have to buff the health. Armadillo Familiar will be a 2/2, makes sense. What is if you have played 2 or more spells? Um, makes it a solid 1/2/2. It's another card for aggressive mage potentially. Bronze Gate back to 2/4. This used to be 2/4 armor 1, or it used to be 2/3 armor 2. I remember this card being very good when it came out as well. So now back to 2/4 with 1 armor. Still a good card. It might see more play because of that. Again, one of the early reactions I have to this change is it's very similar in a way to Protected. Protected protects the card from any damage once. Armor protects you, always going to protect your amount of armor unless the damage you suffer surpasses the armor, which then it breaks one of the armor. So it is similar to the Protected mechanic, which is really good. Aspect of Pangolin. So it's still going to be okay, so it's going to be a 3 mana. Instead of giving 3 armor, gives 2 armor to one of your creatures. I guess that's alright. It's still random. Might see some play. Now, I did have a read of this card before, and I was not a big fan because basically they're gonna take the whole armor 4 to make it armor 1, which is a bit disappointing since they're changing. But anyway, so it's not going to be a 1/1, it's going to be a 2/3, so it gets immune to certain cards that destroy one health, like Death God Power destroys. The God Power can destroy a 1 health creature. You'll also be immune to that 2 mana card that can destroy anything with 1 strength or less. So in that sense, it's kind of protected against that. But now it's only going to be armor 1. So it's a 4 mana, 2/3, armor 1, and now it doesn't need to survive when it gets attacked. After this creature takes damage, deal the damage taken to a random enemy creature. Unless I'm missing something, I think this card is as unplayable or more unplayable than it was before. And I'm disappointed to see armor 4 going away. After they made changes some of the cards, I was trying to make this card work, and it was fun. Yeah, let's go to the next one. Grand Vault doesn't see much play. You only probably see play of this card on a Deception mill deck, because Deception amongst many things can also mill. Why not? Will be a 3/4. Again, compensating the armor. Next. Cadmus, Son of Lysander. I have been recently playing a bit more with Light, and I remember giving a remark that this card needed to at least have more attacks, so now it's going to be a 3/4. I like it. The effect still works. Still has 1 armor. Yeah, I like it. I like the fact that it's getting more attack. Okay, this card here. So it'll be still a 2 mana. Give 1 armor and 1 strength to each of your creatures. This card might see some play in aggressive or combo war. Animated Armory, never seen this card being played yet. So what he used to do: backline, can't attack, armor 1. After you summon an Olympian or Mystic creature, raise its armor to 1. Okay, very slow cards, not bad stats. What is it gonna do now? Backline, can't attack, armor 1. After you summon a creature, raises its armor to 1. So now it doesn't care if it's Olympian or Mystic. Okay, more use cases then. I guess it's somewhat similar to the other 4 mana card, where every time you drop a creature, it gets frontline and +1 health, which name I don't recall. It's not Divine Order. So this is a 4 mana, 2/5. Yeah, I see some play, since the creature doesn't have to be specific. The only thing is, I don't think you can combo it with a God Power after you summon. Okay, it will work with a God Power. Otherwise, you have to say after you play, which requires you to actually play a card. This means that it's gonna work with a God Power, So those 3 mana 2/2 acolytes will get 1 armor. Very interesting. We might see this card. Just imagine a turn 4 with a spare bag of tricks, and you can play a 1 mana, or later on, everything you play gets 1 armor. It's still a bit slow, but I think it can be played more, especially because it's after you summon. Unless they changed here. Yeah, after you summon a creature. Very interesting. Probably one of the best changes so far. Okay, just a few left. Pen, Forge Master. Change the stats to 4/3. Okay, so either you boost the health or actually boost the attack, since you're gonna lose that armor. Okay, one of the most promising cards, but hasn't seen much play because it's very slow. So what's gonna happen to this one? Spell boost +1. At the start of your turn, set this creature's armor equal to your total spell boost. Okay, so it's not at the end of your turn, but at the beginning of your turn. Okay. I think it makes it weaker, doesn't it? It means if you give it a lot of spell boost, it's just not gonna get it until the beginning of your turn, so the card is worse. Okay, so they've affected the card massively, I guess. The card barely saw any play, and it's not gonna see any play now. Miasmic Forge. Okay, 2, can't attack, backline. When you summon a creature, give it +1 armor. And at the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to your god. I actually thought it was both gods. So your god. So what's gonna be the change? Backline, can't attack after you summon a creature, give it +1. At the start of your turn, deal 1 damage to both gods. Okay. Okay. I think that's a good change. Gonna see some more play of this card. Okay, last 2. Blood Armor. Never seen this card being played. Set one of your creatures armor to 1. Deal 2 damage to your god. They change it to deal to both gods? No. Give each of your creatures +1 armor. For each creature given armor this way, deal 2 damage to your god. It's like a worse... where is the card? It's like a worse Hearts of Bronze, just because it's 1 mana. If you was deal 1 damage to both gods every time that happens, then you will be using that against your opponent. So, unless I'm missing something, nah, don't like it. Unless you're gonna combo with the Avatar of Death, or the Harvester. I think it's the Harvester that has an effect on every time you suffer damage, you heal, and you also deal that to your opponent, something like that. Okay, last one. And probably has gone up on price, I imagine. So the Pangolin is back to 2 armor. So, which I like it. So I guess they saw a decrease in plane of Pangolin, which I don't think he has seen a big decrease. It's still a blitz. It's still 6 attack, 6, 4 +1 armor, now +2 armor. You can trade, and you still have 1 armor regardless, so it's a buff. So yeah. Well, I think I like the change, and I look forward to potentially see this in live and perhaps play some games with these cards right now on the Public Text Realm. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think, and if you like this content, then make sure to come and watch me live on Twitch from Tuesday to Saturday, every day from 9 to 3 p.m. GMT/London time. Thank you. Catch you in the next one. Bye bye.